أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة.
L'imam Umar s'occupe de tous les convertis à l'islam dans les prisons de New York. Les détenus musulmans ont obtenu les mêmes droits que les autres confessions religieuses après les émeutes de la prison d'Attica.
There was a riot. There was a lot of abuses that usually do take place in prisons. A lot of people were killed. Inmates did take over. And one of the things that came out of the commission report was that there was a growing body of Muslims in the prisons in America, that they were unserviced, that they were unmanaged, and they had no attention being paid to them for their spiritual and religious development. And as a result of Attica, the Department of Correctional Services got in contact with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I was invited to the Interdenominational Theological Seminary in Atlanta last year, and this is a group of black ministers. They were concerned that as their ministers went around the jail system offering Bibles, many of the inmates would say, "I want a Holy Quran," and they would wonder why. Young people, they feel that Christianity has failed them.
I will bust that, you know it. We'll be out there in a minute. Fuck that. Read out. Like that. Check it out. Bleed it. Do go away. Check it. Bam. Y'all want to give a shout out? Psychopathy.
Prison life ain't no joke. You know, a lot of stuff you see on TV is, you know, that's Hollywood. This right here is Broadway State Prison. You know, the name itself is self-explanatory. Raw way. And it's like that.
When people turn to Islam, it's like that is the only religion where is that you pretty much you get down and you pray 5 times a day and have to make your salats and be clean and you pray to Islam, Allah. You know, there's only but one God, which is God. You know, some people call him, you have different names of what you call him, but there's only one God if you put it into perspective. There's only one God.
This is an ID card here, East Jersey State Prison, Rahway, New Jersey, 07065. My name is Knowledge Born of Law, prison number 210-743. There's a must that you have this card with you each and every day. If you don't have this ID card with you, you're subject to a charge. And you go to court line, and possibly you can get 5 or 10 days in lockup for not having this. It's like an American Express card. You know, you don't leave home without it. I don't leave my cell without this.
Le détenu Knowledge nous a demandé de passer voir ses parents.
Do you know that your son called himself Knowledge?
Yes.
And what did you think of that?
I couldn't accept that first, but that's what he wanted to do. That's what he wanted to call himself.
Which name did you give him?
His name is Jerome.
Jerome, but he didn't want... So now do you call him Knowledge?
Sometimes.
You do manage that?
Yeah.
And you?
Most of the time, Jerome.
Are you Christian?
Yes. Baptist.
Baptist. You know your son is Muslim? Your son is...
Oh, yes, I know that. Yes.
He's Muslim?
Yes.
How did you feel about it?
At first I couldn't accept it, but I accept it now.
Why couldn't you accept it?
I really couldn't understand it, you know. First, so I said, you know.
Here's a big black nigga running up your wall. You love it, but it hurts. But how does it feel that you wearing the skirt? You said tears when you cried just a little, but now more hard you will soak in that double shit.
I've been here for 10 years. Yeah, I came down when I was young. I started this thing at, I was like 17.
What happened when you get here for a young kid?
You wash clothes, you get fucked, you know, all that. You know, anything goes while you here. Okay? I mean, you get in fights, you get stabbed, you get killed, you get put in one left. You know what I mean? Isolation, where they take everything from you. You think you ain't got nothing on. Butt, asshole, naked, nothing.
Nation of Islam in this prison is pretty strong because I agree what they do. They take undisciplined kids who come into prison wild and don't have no sense of direction, and they get them guys and they talk to them and they get them to go to school, they get them in programs. You know, they get them before the system get them.
The reason why Islam seems to be more appealing to most of the youth, one, it's more of a forceful, militant organization as far as the thinking of creating soldiers. And at the same time, it's also one that structures itself amongst the domination of male youth to be self-sufficient.
And we have an evolving development in the prison system. We have about 20% of the population of the prison has accepted Islam, and that's a large number of people.
A young brother jetting through the streets with his boys, every night making noise, jumping the turnstiles, running around buck while other sisters could walk. He was known for a troubled child, jetting through the halls, writing on the walls, projects, and getting high in the exits. Now he's all geeked.
All the way up until the 1950s, you didn't see many black people in prison. They weren't even given trials. Many of them were lynched, or they were dealt with in such a negative way that they weren't even accepted as part of the system. When they began to concentrate on the African American as being a part of the system, they began to lock more and more black people up. And because of racism, because of discrimination, because of poverty, because of the congestion, the planned congestion of blacks in projects, in inner city ghettos, and because of the science of criminology and penology, they began to concentrate on those areas of the society. They experiment to see how these people react under these types of congested circumstances, and they police these projects and ghettos and congested areas very closely. And because of the deviant lifestyle and the deviant behavior that comes from that type of congestion, they lock these people up into the other project, which is the prisons project. And so you have more and more black people in prisons in America. You have them used to congestion, so it's very acceptable for a man to go from the projects where everybody's living in the same room to go into the jail where everybody's living in the same room.
Le chômage des Noirs dépasse de 50% la moyenne nationale. Il y a 500 000 Noirs dans les prisons et seulement 200 000 à l'université. Ce sont les chiffres du ghetto. Les rimes du rap ne parlent pas du rêve américain.